What's up? I go by the name of Mely Mucho of Hollywood.
All right, so me and you first sort of had a conversation on the platform through the Hollow World dialogue that we held, and it was about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 of y'all there that day, so it was sort of difficult to get any type of individual journey or individual process as we were sort of talking about everything. It was really sort of an amalgamation of thoughts. But one of the things I wanted to do after having that conversation with everybody together was try to get with people individually who I hadn't yet been able to have a discussion with, and just talk to them about their journey, talk to them about their creative process, and how they got to the point of joining Hollow World, and some of the connections that you may have had, or each individual may have had with the collective. So now that I got you here, tell me about just your first entryway into music, before you started writing music, before you started recording music, when you just were young and music was whether being played around the house, played in the car. Like, what was it when you think about your earliest music memories? What was some of the music that you were attracted to, or some of the music that you sort of think about when you think of those earliest memories, and how did some of those things shape you?
I think like my earliest memories as far as like musical is like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
The Beat It album, like that song, the Thriller, all that. Mm-hmm. I think that's what got me in tune with like melodies and like the way the notes hit, and ever since then, it was like my life been the soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it what music, after having that introduction to music through Michael Jackson, or having some of those earliest memories be from Michael Jackson, what were some of the subsequent music memories that you start to have?
It had to be. See, a lot of people don't know this about me. I'm a big R&B head. So like, what caught my attention? I'm a more R. Kelly fan, mm-hmm. regardless of what's been going on and everything like that. But I think it was like R. Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it any specific album or specific songs, or?
The song that I remember the most vivid was Your Body's Calling.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was it that you sort of began to get introduced to hip hop, or what's some of the earliest hip hop artists that you have that sort of musical connection with?
Digital Underground. It was a song with Tupac on there. I just liked the way he delivered.
Okay.
And how he carried himself,
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you start having your first sort of experiences with writing music or freestyling or rapping? When did you start to sort of venture into creating music on your own, as opposed to just being a consumer of it?
See, a lot of people don't know this about me too. See, I grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people call me a church boy and all that. So I used to want to play the drums. And I think that's what kicked it off too.
Okay.
Partially, yeah.
Okay. When you think back to some of those church memories, did you sing in church? What was it? Were you involved in the music in the church, or you just sort of was attending church regularly, or?
So how I ended up getting involved in church was like, I think they had like a rec night or something. This is like the Lyrics Crusader on the west side, where like all the kids from like Concord and everything used to be over there, and then I was just outside just playing and start singing just a melody on a song. And somebody was like, yeah, you should try this. Mm-hmm. And I ended up going to a studio, and then ever since then it was a rap.
How old were you when you went to the studio for the first time?
First time I had to be about 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about what that experience was like for you?
It was just natural. The way he set it up, it was like in the basement or whatever, so like everything was like, all right, we're in the hood, just go ahead and do what feel comfortable to you. And he made it comfortable, and then I just started rapping. And then at first I was like a little timid, trying to figure out how could I put this, a way to format my words to where it can come out clear.
Yeah.
And once I figured that out, he was like, push that shit out. And then I just start going for it ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you said you were 12 when you first went to the studio for the first time, how often did you keep going to the studio from then, or what was some of your recording journey like from that point after being 12 and having that first experience?
It was addictive, man. Mm-hmm. I think he was like he got tired of me, for real. Like, I figured out it was free studio, so I was over there like damn near 7-8 hours every day, just trying to perfect my craft. And then I think I had entered a BET contest back then. It was like with Jermaine Dupri or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna try this shit. And then I tried it, and they ended up playing my song like during the BET Awards, and I was like, damn, that's dope. Like, they played like a snippet of it. It was like 4 seconds. But it was enough for me to like, yeah, I can do something with this.
Okay.
White folks try to nail me to the cross because they see me walking like I talk. We was front lines, bullets getting tossed, and you got the nerve to ask me why I'm wrong. And them sellouts try to
Calling my name, I said what you need, I got you, I'm coming. I get it in and then out in the morning. I water whip it, I stretch it out. Then I make it boom when it's in the drop. I vacuum and seal it, then push it out. Don't know what it is that you doing, but I bet I could eyeball the zip. Put the pot on the stove and remix. Making plays, I'ma go for the